on, including some of the lights. So please stick with me. It is a few moments time and I will be with you, especially if you're already on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook, where the streaming service loads first. Otherwise, I am just finishing off the final thing. So yoga class starts in a few minutes. Back over here on the mat, it'll be kind of a practice full of beautiful vibrancy and vitality today. I need to shift some energy. Let's do it together. So give me a moment. Go get your mat, go get your props, get yourself ready, and I'll see you very soon back here on the mat. In fact, I think we're nearly done. All right. Good afternoon now in Australia. Welcome. Let's use some props to find yourself in a comfortable seat, cross-legged. Elevated the hips so that you can feel the spine lengthen and the knees soften below the pelvis level. And start to now just take a moment to tune into the body and the breath as you close down your eyes. And how about you just take a few deep inhales through the nose. And freshen up the respiratory system with an exhale out the mouth. Just arriving in your space. Big breath in through the nose. And open mouth and sigh it out. Let's do one more like that. Inhale through the nose, filling up. Let's have a pause at the top of the breath. Hold the breath in. And then smoothly exhale the breath out through the mouth. Now let's seal the lips and breathe through the nose. So slowly inhale through the nose. Hold at the top of the breath. Just stay a little longer. Stay an extra moment. And then smoothly exhale through the nose. Hold the breath out. Then re-inhale through the nose, filling up. Allowing the breath to arrive at an equal measure. Hold that breath in. Retain it. Pause with it. Let it be. Then exhale out just as smoothly as you inhaled. And then pause there with the exhale breath out of the body. And notice how there's a little bit of nervous system agitation. Never mind, it's about to be replenished. Inhale smoothly here. Calmly filling up. Holding at the top of the breath. And we're drawing a square here, so going across the top. Now smoothly exhale out through the nose as you go down the other side. And then exhale deeply out as you cross the bottom of the square with the retention of the breath out. And now just take a few normal breaths. Notice the volume of your breath here. Notice the width of the breath and the depth of the breath. And how the breath of the inhale is this lifting breath. It drives the movement upwards. And the exhale breath is the breath that helps ground you and releases. Lets go of that doesn't serve you any longer. Let's take a few more just natural deep inhales and smooth exhales. And for a moment now, take yourself from the fabric of your skin through the contours of your muscles and into the web of your nerves. Observe your inner universe. Be aware of the different polarities that exist within you. The opposing sentiments. You might feel into areas of tension, of gripping. Or you may even recognize areas of smoothness and flow. In your practice today, encourage those two opposing sentiments to harmonize. For a few more moments, just allow yourself that exploration. Recognize areas where you feel like there are angular corners. And see if you can smooth and round out those edges. Gradually bring your hands into heart space, Namaskar Mudra, and draw your chin towards your chest. Take a moment here as an opportunity to provide gratitude and thankfulness for carving out a few moments in your day to practice, to synchronize the body and the breath, and to shift those patterns that keep you small and move in the direction of more. Stay here, or you can join me in an Om to start your practice. Inhale to prepare. Big breath in and a big breath out. Start to rub your hands together and create friction across your palms. In doing so, you spark the inner fire of Agni, and you recognize the Manipura chakra as the furnace of your practice. Allow that furnace to begin to burn bright now. Place those warm hands over your eyes and absorb the nourishment and nutrient of that warmth, just like a rising sun, providing the energy for your practice. Peel the hands away from your eyes and arrive in your space. Lower your left hand to your left knee. Cup the hand on the knee or find Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb. Nadi Shodhana Kriya Pranayama practice. Take your peace fingers of right hand to your third eye and gently massage the fingertips into your third eye. Allow that to provide the wisdom and clarity for your practice today. Block your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through your left. Close the left nostril, open the right, and exhale with a little snap in of your belly button, like a forceful pump. Reclose the right, reopen the left, and inhale. Reclose the left, reopen the right, and exhale with that pump. So you shift and switch quite quickly now. Inhale left, exhale right. I will tell you when to change in a moment. Really pump the navel center in and up, stoke the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, and encourage the heat and fire of the element to start to shift the energy upwards. Keep going for a few more rounds. Now open both nostrils, deeply inhale. And open both nostrils, deeply exhale. Now we switch it up. So block the left nostril, open the right, inhale. Block the right, open the left, exhale. So pumping now. Open right, inhale. Open left, exhale. Good job. Take both hands down onto your knees and pause for a moment. Let's activate and bring awareness to the 3 lower chakras by toning the pelvic floor muscles on and reciting the Bija mantra Lam, and then moving upwards into the pelvis and reciting the Bija mantra Vam, and then moving to solar plexus and the core and reciting the Bija mantra Ram. So it's Lam, Vam, and Ram as you rise up through the lower 3 chakras and then release. So thinking about lam, earth, vam, water, and a rum in the solar plexus being fire. 5 more. It's lam, vam, and rum. Release. Lam, vam, and rum. Release. Lam, vam, and rum. Release. Last few. Lam, vam, and rum. Release. Last one. So it's I am on the lam, it's I feel on the vam, and it's I do on the rum. Release all of that. Cactus your arms, open your eyes. Inhale, lift the chin, widen the collarbones. Exhale, dome the back, fist the hands, elbows to groin. So inhale, open up, look up, lift up and reach up, extend through spine. Exhale, dome through back body, chin to chest, and release. Keep moving through this. So we're warming up the spine. Inhales and the exhale. 5 more. If you feel like opening the mouth and releasing the breath, please do. Inhale, big breath. Last one. Sweep the hands down onto your knees. Hold the knees and continue to move through the spine. So as you lift the chin and chest, you inhale, extend, and exhale, contract, dome, and round back body, chin to chest. So inhale, lift, reach, rise through the chin, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, dome through back body. One more like that. Inhale, up. And then exhale, release, chin to chest. Hands up, reach up, interlace fingers behind the head, elbows are wide, ground through your pelvic floor. So feel into Muladhara chakra. As you twist to the right, inhale through the nose, and then as you twist to your left, open your mouth and exhale out an O shape in your mouth. So this is about Ida and Pingala, the channels rising from the pelvic bowl and shining the skull with the positivity of that transformative movement upwards. So twist to right, inhale, prepare. Twist to left, open mouth, to the left. Let's go. Inhale right, exhale left. Keep going with this. Kundalini yoga is about movement in the direction of more. It's shifting the energy. It's moving you beyond those limiting beliefs and negative thoughts that keep you stuck in a rut and a lane. So allow yourself to expand here by cultivating that fire of Manipura chakra, by dropping into the transcendental nature of this movement, and allow the breath to carry you to shunya. Next time you twist to the left, pause there, hold. And now let's switch it up. Inhale left, exhale right. Twist to the left. Twist to the right one more time, then extend the arms out long at a 60-degree angle and hold there for a moment. Just sit in the seat and feel into how your body's explored that shift that comes from that powerful expiration breath. Hug the thumbs in, hug the fingers in, and hold the arms where they are in our ego conqueror. So as the weight of the world bears down upon you, lift up and away against it. So target the pelvic floor, turn it on. Then allow the pelvis to be that beautiful sensation of empowerment and feeling. And then allow the Manipura chakra to be that fire. And in that fire, in that furnace, you place those things that do not serve you and let them turn to ash. Explore how much lighter you are and how much lighter the arms are as you begin to let go and release all of the crap, all of the stuff that doesn't serve us. Focus on the horizon and continue to maintain your breath and allow your drishti focus to pinpoint something on the wall in front of you that allows for that expression of blurring of the room. Holding for 10, for 9, and 8. Big breaths. Allow the fire to be stoked with the oxygen in the breath. In these last few moments, as we prepare for our next exercise, our Kundalini practice here, think about those times that you've had people come into your space and energy vampire you. Take your positivity, your joy and your happiness through that kind of sucking motion of absorbing that goodness. Well, this is a practice that helps cleanse your auric field. So extend the arms, fingers wide, and on a 3-part inhale, draw your elbows towards your towards your side body in 3 parts. And as you do so, fist the hands, and then exhale breath, stop signs, and press the hands forward with 3-part exhale. So release the auric field of all of that negativity. Up and away, inhale 3-part. Exhale, away. Last few. Big breath in together, 3-part inhales to side bodies, 3-part exhales forward. That's like the way you can protect your auric field. Don't let people come into your area and suck the life out of you. You've got that strength thanks to that Kundalini practice. Let's make our way into all fours, tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Maintain your stable tabletop position here as you spread the fingers wide, press the toenails down. On an inhale, tilt the tailbone up, open the throat, look up and widen the collarbones. On an exhale breath, press through the earth, dome the back, hang the head heavy, look at the belly button. Inhale through the cow. And exhale through the cat. See if you can almost feel into the texture of the mat and feel as though you're almost gripping here to allow that integrity of extension and flexion through the spine to provide the hydration and allow the spine to feel super nourished, fresh, and full of vitality so that it may shift the energy of the nervous system with freedom, no blockages, no false alarms. And then begin to gradually turn this into sexy cat, which is an opportunity for you to move like a feline. Move in a way where you can target some of those areas that we identified in our practice earlier that maybe are a little bit sticky, a little gooey, could do with a little bit of extra attention. Even changing the orientation of your hands, getting funky in the wrists and the elbows, neck and shoulders. And then as you return back into your tabletop position, let's warm up the fingers and the wrists by lifting the thumbs first, then lifting the palms and shifting forward under 4 fingers of each hand. Hinged at first row of knuckles, lift and lower the palms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms down, thumbs down. Sway the head and neck and shoulders from side to side. Place your hands a full handprint further down the mat away from you. Tuck your toes behind you. Send your hips back towards your heels. Downward facing dog. Press into that row of knuckles. Spread the fingers nice and wide. As the chest press back to the thigh, hang the head heavy and look at the feet. Pedal the feet. Nod the head. Create a little bit of freedom and movement here. Windscreen wiper the heels side to side. Keep high heels and bent knees as you work on the foundations through the knuckles, neutral at the wrists, engaged at your shoulders, and widen across the upper back. Belly button in, hips lifted, head heavy, neck long, gaze looking back at the big toes. Stay here for 3. Big breaths. 2. Feel the volume of the breath now in the lungs. Head below heart, so you're getting a refresh for the brain. Inhale to prepare your body, and the exhale will be a very slow walk to the top of your mat. Just take your time. Allow the footprints to feel into the mat, the texture. Upon arrival, the feet will be hip width, hands on knees, shins or thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees generously. Bring the tummy on the thighs. Hang the head heavy and hold the elbows. Bounce and sway and move and nod. Be okay with some movement here. Tune into the airiness of your body. You might hear some little snap, crackle, pops in the joints, which are just allowing some movement to come back. You may even extend and bend the knees just to allow the hamstrings to get a little bit of a freshen up sensation, get the blood pumping, get the fluids flowing. Hang the head heavy, neck is long, dangle the arms towards the earth now, and take a full inhale to roll up, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, arms dangle, chin to chest, head heavy. It's like a lily flower emerging from the base of a pond. Upon arrival, you sense how you've rolled the shoulders up to the ears. You've lengthened the arms beside the body, and you have to adjust all of the cords because they change orientation underneath your clothing. Now, stand here with a firm foundation, strong and powered legs, neutral pelvis, ribs contained, collarbones wide, arms are long. The mountains of the Himalayas were the touchstone for the practice of the yogis. They recognize their stability, their strength, their mysticism, and their power. Stand here like one of those giant, massive mountains on the horizon. Focus on the horizon now as well. Step your big toes to touch. Bring your hands to the heart space, chin to chest. Reconnect with your intention we set earlier, or set one now if you just joined me. Holding for 3. And on your next beautiful big inhale, take the hands up high, wide to sky. Lift, reach, and rise together. And then exhale, return to the earth as we fold down. Find a halfway lift, hands, shins, knees, thighs. Lengthen the crown of head forward. Exhale, plant hands, step back to high plank. Hold the high plank with the same alignment as your mountain. Or if you need to lower to your knees, please do so. Broaden across the upper back as you press away from the earth. Spiral the inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Belly button in. Shift some weight forward. Hold for 3. Wherever you're at, you've got this. 2. Very softly lower the knees down. Cross the ankles. Draw the heels towards your buttocks. Lengthen the spine. Look forward on an inhale. We'll take 3 tricep push-ups here. Lower halfway down. Exhale breath. Skim the elbows to rib cage. Press back up on an inhale and lower halfway down. Exhale. Press back up, inhale, lower halfway down, exhale. Now as you press back up this time, uncross the feet, tuck the toes and lower through chest and chin and slither down so hands slide back under your shoulders into your cobra. Inhale, breath. Exhale, chest back to mat, pressing back to tabletop and arrive back in downward facing dog. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sky. Exhale, earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. This time step your right foot back, lengthen through the right leg, and gently lower the right knee down. Untuck the right toes, bring your hands to your left thigh, and rise up into your low lunge. Grounded back knee, firm through front heel. Take your hands up and overhead. Sweep up, and then hold your right wrist with your left hand, and bend over to the left. So lengthening along the side body. Peek under your right armpit as well. Don't forget your breath. Don't forget that front heel. Ground it. And then release both hands. Look up, reach up, inhale. And then lower the hands down. Frame your front foot. Tuck back toes. Lift back knee. Left hand peels to the ceiling. Inhale, open twist. Exhale, lower left hand down, step back to high plank, lower through knees, chest, and chin, and then slither through into cobra. Inhale, breath. Exhale, back through to downward facing dog, hips to sky, chest to thighs. Walk forward to top of mat, exhale, breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale, lift up, reach up, rise up. Engage the quadriceps, maybe extend and lift a little further through front body. And then exhale, hands through heart. Just recenter, recalibrate, and we'll do all that on the other side. So inhale up to sky, and then exhale, return to earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back. Long through back leg, and then soften left knee down. Untuck back toes. Bring the hands back onto your right thigh and proud the chest. Ground the front heel. Focus on the horizon. Sweep up, reach up. Hold the left wrist this time and bend over to the right. Peek under left armpit. Arms up, look up, reach up, lower the hands down, frame your front foot, tuck the back toes, hover the back knee off the mat, right hand peels, open twist. Lower right hand down, step right foot back, high plank. Now if you're ready for high to low plank, up dog, down dog, come with me, otherwise knees, chest, chin through cobra. So high plank, low plank, exhale, shift onto the tops of your feet. Inhale, press up, big back bend. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Now find a moment here just to recalibrate your down dog. Tune into the knuckles, tune into the shoulders, tune into the width of the upper back. Hang the head heavy, and maybe now you've got more space for the soles of the feet to lower towards the earth, and there's more stretch for the calves, the backs of the knees, and the hamstrings. Holding for 2. And for 1, walk to the top of your mat, exhale, breath. Inhale, halfway lift, big breath in, and then exhale, fold. Feet can be hip width or toes slightly touching, big toes slightly touching. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sweep the fingertips down, sweep them up, and sit into your imaginary seat. Focus on the horizon. Weight shifts back into your heels. Draw the tailbone towards those heels. Knit the lower ribs in. Reach through the fingertips and hold for 3. For 2. Exhale, breath on the 1 is your fold. Halfway lift is the inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Is it high to low plank, up dog, down dog for you? Or knees, chest, chin into cobra? Either way, we'll meet in familiar old friend. Downward facing dog. 3-leg dog on your inhale. Right leg raises, and then yawn the hip open. Heel to opposite buttock. Square your shoulders, knuckles grounded, belly button in. Sweep the right knee through to your left elbow, and then extend the foot through. Fallen star. Left hand lifts up to the ceiling. You slowly pivot on the heels and sit down on your buttocks. Bend your left knee, seated tree. Sole of the left foot into your right upper thigh. Arms reach up. Reach for the right foot with the exhale breath. 2 deep breaths here. As you peel the arms up, reach up, re-extend your left leg down your mat, plant the right hand, pivot onto the pinky toe edge of your front foot and the ball of the back foot, left arm up and overhead. Lower left hand down, sweep right leg back up to the ceiling, and then step through for your runner's lunge. Micro bend back knee, rise up to your crescent lunge. Arms up. Power through that back leg, back heels over the ball of the foot. You want to widen the stance, right? Focus on the horizon. Then hands come to hips. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. So we're finding our warrior 2 stance. Front foot is 12 o'clock, points forward. Front heel is grounded. Back foot parallel short edge of mat. From the hands on hips, you're thinking of energy downwards. So that's Apana Vayu. And then from the hips and the spine and the heart space, the inhale is into your arms, and that's Pranavayu. It's opening up. It's positive. Arjuna here, as you take the right hand forward as though you're about to shake somebody's hands, bring the fingers in and focus on that thumb out in front of you. As you sweep the left hand forward, grab your archer's bow, which Arjuna is famous for, and draw that elbow back. As you lunge deep into your right knee with breath of fire out of the nose, you focus on that front thumb and you go... You pump into the navel center and pump into that front knee. And you stay here and keep practicing, even though the hamstrings start to tire, even though the left glute starts to fire. And you say to yourself, I can do this. I can fight those demons in my mind, and I can come up against those barriers and boundaries and use this incredible arrow to fire off a shot that destroys those limitations. Continue. One more, and then release that arrow out in front of you and bring your hands through to your heart space and stay for a moment, recognizing the power of Arjuna, the sympathy of Krishna, and their ability to work together in times of need. Arms back to warrior 2, flip it in reverse, inhale, windmill hands down, frame front foot, left hand earth, right hand sky. You could pivot onto the ball edges of your feet and reach back. Lower right hand down, step back with right foot, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Recenter, regroup, recalibrate. Reconnect with that magic of the breath. Notice how the vitality and the energy and the prana flowing through the channels of the body. And remember how over 30 minutes ago we encouraged those edges of the body to be smoothed out, to remove the rigidity, to welcome in the freedom and the vitality. And let's do all that on the other side now. So it's left leg lift on the inhale and then yawn the hip open. Heel to opposite buttock. Square your shoulders as best you can and spread the weight evenly across the palms of both hands. Stay for another moment and then sweep the knee through to the right elbow and then extend it through to the right. Lift the left hand up, right hand up, I beg your pardon. Open. Sit back down on your buttocks. Seated tree, right hand reaches for right foot. Sole of foot inside upper left thigh. Square chest to the big toe of the left leg. Reach up, raise up. And extend and fold. And stay for a few moments and recognize how in these expressions of effort, there's also moments of ease. Remember how the breath is your beautiful reminder of the present moment. It's a gift, hence why we call it the present. lifting up, extending right leg back down mat, left hand plants top of mat, rotate onto the pinky toe edge of front foot, inner foot of the back foot, and you rise back to fallen star. Lower right hand down, left leg lifts up, inhale. And then we step through to crescent, or just first of all through to our runner's lunge. Pause there. Micro bend back knee, scooping up, rising up, reaching up. High on the ball of back foot, firm through the front heel, square through the chest. Hands come to hips to help us pivot onto ball of back foot. And there's a little dance with the feet here. You want to shuffle the feet. Staying here, finding that firm front foot at 12 o'clock and that angled back foot parallel short edge of mat. Open up, settle shoulders, focus forward, lunge a little deeper, pause a little longer, hold a little firmer. And final side here with Arjuna. So Arjuna, famous for leading the warriors onto the field of battle at Kurukshetra. And in that moment, seeing the cousins on his other side of the field in his opposing armies, and all of his mentors and these important people in his life, he has a moment of sheer panic and fear and slumps down. The hair at the back of his neck rises up, and he says to his charioteer, Krishna, I can't do this. I cannot fight the family. I cannot fight all of these people that I love. And Krishna's advice is, yogis don't look to cause fights. They don't want to fight, right? But when they do, they fight to win. So here, recognize those demons on the opposing forces, recognize those demons of the mind that keep you small, and take your left hand as though you're about to shake someone's, bring the fingers in and focus on that lifted thumb. On an inhale breath, sweep the right hand forward and draw that arrow back. Lunge deep into the left knee, and breath of fire out the nose. Last few. And when you're ready, release that arrow, fire it off in the trajectory of more, and then bring your hands through to the heart space, pivot the back foot around, take your hands onto your hips. Just take a moment here to proud the chest on an inhale, and then prepare to fold forward on the exhale breath. Hands on the mat. So Arjuna and Krishna form this incredible part of the Gita that is so instrumental in understanding the qualities of the mind, the different aspects of the yoga practice, and importantly, that triangle of karma, kriya, and dharma. So in fighting those demons, in recognizing the mind's distractions, you begin to move away from those ruminations that continually click through the mind. I think it's something like 70-80% of the thoughts we had yesterday are going to be the same as the thoughts we had today. And sometimes the primary single thought is the same for days and days and days on end. In some cases, we don't face our fears. We don't stand up for the fight that we should. We ruminate. We shrink back. And Krishna reminds Arjuna that is not an option. So finding the strength within, and that's what Kundalini Yoga is all about. Empowering you to move in the direction of more, to shift those limiting beliefs, and become the best version of yourself. Hands under face, halfway lift, inhale, look forward, and then exhale, one more fold. Let's just take a bit of a moment here just to integrate all that I just said. To let the head hang heavy, and in the process, welcome Svadhisthana Chakra with that watery realm to flow the magic of the waterfall down your spine. And in doing so, it gathers up the grittiness, it gathers up the stickiness, and it allows it to culminate at the roof of your head. And at the roof of your head, it just trickles out. It trickles out all the nonsense, all the crap, all the fatigue, all the stress. Because a busy mind cannot find clarity. You cannot busy a mind with more busyness to solve busyness. Pure clarification comes from the stilling practice. from the cleansing nature of Kundalini yoga, shifting those things that cause us to stay small. Hands under face, halfway lift, inhale. And return back to front foot. That's your left foot. Right hand plants. Pivot onto ball edge of right back foot as we peek around and look around into our Cleopatra. Big long stretch there. Lower the left hand down. Left foot steps back. High plank. Low plank. Inhale. Up dog. And then exhale. Roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. So good today. Let's bring the left knee forward. Left shin on the mat. Half pigeon here. Peek over right shoulder and lengthen back leg along away from you. Front shin does not have to be parallel with the front edge of your mat. And I prefer supporting the left hip with a book, a block, a pillow, or a bolster. Finding elevation. I prefer to stay upright here, then slump forward and just lower all of the weight into that left hip. And I don't achieve anything into the stretch. So we stay here, focusing on the horizon, thinking about the qualities of a swan, the upward lift of energy, Vishnu's experience as meeting the three elements of the Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva story, where Shiva turns into a column of fire and invites the two to find the ends of it, and Vishnu takes a swan all the way to the top but cannot find the top. And that's because swans are uplifting. So feel into the uplift here through the chest, crowding it and allowing that pelvic bowl and the glutes and all of the musculature around your left hip to feel into that beautiful stretch. Nice work. One more breath here. Planting the hands, removing prop from underneath left hip, tucking back toes and stepping back to downward facing dog, where we'll just encourage ourselves to hold for a moment. How's it feel? One side compared to the other. Right knee to right wrist, bring it forward. Peek over left shoulder, run left leg long behind you, prop or book or pillow or whatever you've got underneath that right hip. And let's just be super proud in our pigeon, half pigeon here. Ekapada Rajakapatasana. And if you did use any kind of restrictive pranayama technique, Ujjayi comes to mind, then let's just let that be supernatural now. Just release any restriction. If you do have a prop underneath that right hip, just remove it, please. Place it off to one side and then sit down on that right hip. Sweep the left leg forward, cross the left shin in front of the right, and twist into your comfortable seat. If you would like to grab a prop or a pillow or a cushion to elevate your hips, that can feel super nice. And as you arrive here, back here after 40 odd minutes of practice, let's do the same thing again. So if you are just joining me and you just would like something to de-escalate your nervous system, please hang around. We'll be a few minutes, and this could be something wonderful in your lunch break. As you close down your eyes, take your awareness from the fabric of your skin, and first of all, recognize, if you practice with me and it's warm, is there a little bead of sweat somewhere? Are a few of the hairs sort of just a little bit more tense? Can you feel the touch of the clothes on your skin? The waistband of your pants? How about the quality of the air around you? Is it cool or is it warm? The fragrance of the air around you. The sounds. See if you can locate the furthest away sound. And increment by increment, bring those sounds towards you. until eventually we take ourselves from the fabric of our skin into the contours of our muscles and allow the movement to be completely internal now. For there to be darkness, we must experience light. For there to be hot, we must experience cold. These are the opposing sentiments, the Dvandvas. For us to be experiencing movement, we must experience stillness. The modern experience of life means that movement now is a precursor for stillness. The twists and turns, the vibrancy and vitality of your practice is an expression of the macrocosm, our very lives. And now we explore the microcosm. So from the very Shakti experience of movement, of breath, of touch, of sound, of smell, we drop into the stillness of Shiva. We allow the expression of stillness to smooth the corners. We began with a practice called Nadi Shodhana, and we'll end with a similar practice called Alum Valum. If you don't need to open your eyes, please follow, because you will have practiced it already at the start of class. Take your peace fingers right hand to your third eye, and before we do anything, with our closed eyes, massage the fingertips of the peace fingers into our third eye so that we may see with that eye. Unlike the breath that we did at start of class, this time we will alternate, but like a inverted V shape. Go in through one nostril and out through the other, in through that one and back out the other. So it's in one, out one, back in one, and back out one. So I'll guide you and then we'll do a few rounds on our own. So close the right nostril with your thumb and inhale through left. Close the left nostril and smoothly exhale through right. Re-inhale through right. Close the right, open the left and exhale. Re-inhale through the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale. Re-inhale through the right. Close the right, open the left and exhale. Go through a few rounds on your own now. Think about how the solar and lunar channels that flow through our body are harmonized and balanced with the awareness at the third eye. Can you feel into the heat of the seat and the lower limbs? Can you recognize how that divine feminine of Shakti energy as it rises through the Kundalini practices lubricates the chakras, allowing them to spin with their equanimity and equipoise, and beautiful harmony, guiding you in the direction of more. And that Shakti energy is met with the Shiva energy descending at the third eye, where we hold our peace fingers now. And welcome in the harmony of your day, welcome in the harmony of your practice as you lower your hands down onto your knees and just sit for a moment. And bring your hands to your heart space, draw your chin towards your chest. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you everybody for your practice today. Thank you for your messages. Good morning to those of you. I think a lot of my Indian friends were waking up for their practice. TikTok, as always, a lot of excitement and interest there. I do enjoy how much you get to participate with me. And everybody on TikTok and YouTube and what else is there? Facebook, everything's on at the same time. Thank you so much for your practice. You can catch the full length of this class in full widescreen on my YouTube channel. It's recorded and sent there, so it'll be available very soon. And there's a whole backlog of catalog of classes there as well. So why not come and follow, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, encourage them to join me so that this community can become abundant and self-fulfilling in the direction of more. Thanks so much for your practice this morning. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon now, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. In that video, discard. See you later.